Hello, this video is going to introduce you to the DreamCalc calculator, which I've given you the link to, and help you practice a little bit in converting between decimal positions and degree, minute, second positions. And I'm going to demonstrate that by using the example that I have in the course material. So if you look at the DreamCalc calculator, looks like a normal calculator, but we will also use a couple of extra things in it. The main thing we're going to use is this little button here that I'm circling with my cursor. It's the degree, minute, and seconds button. This is a nice and easy way to convert back and forth, but it's good to learn how to use division and multiplication to do it too. If I wanted to type out the obliquity of the ecliptic, that's what this 23, 26, 12 is, I would use my keypad or click the buttons to click out 23, and then I click the button, then I type 26, click the button, and then type 12, and then I have to click the button again. It looks like it's done because you see the little second indicator there, but you actually have to click it after every number that you add in. So now that is the complete form of the degree, minutes, and seconds. Now it so happens that with DreamCalc, if I want to convert this to decimals, I can do it instantly by pressing Enter. And there's the decimal form. If I want to convert it back, I can click the degree button again. So you can go back and forth alternating between degree and enter, and it will just switch back and forth between them. So that's something that's nice and handy. But now let's learn how to convert from that degree, minute, decimal form, or degree, minute, second form into decimals. And a little thing that I like to think of it as is when you're starting with degrees, minutes, and seconds, you start from the right and you move leftwards. You divide leftwards. But another way that you could think about it is that you're taking this spelled out number, 23, 26, 12, and we're slowly going to compress each number and move it to the right. So you see at the bottom, the full decimal form is 23.43666666. I think of all of this on the right of the decimal point as being like a compressed version of the spelled out number. You could think about it however you like, but that's just something that I do. So now let's try to convert this manually. So we're going to start with the seconds, and there are 12 seconds. And we're going to now divide by 60 because there's 60 seconds in a minute. And it's as though we're going to compress these and move them over onto the other side of the decimal. So we're going to divide by 60 equals 0.2. Now we have to add the minutes, and there's 26 of them. So we're going to add 26, and that gives us 26.2. Now we want to compress those and move those over. So we're going to divide by 60 again, because there's 60 minutes in a degree. And now those have been compressed and converted over. Now we want to add the degrees and press enter. And now we've converted to decimals. And again, if we wanted to, we could alternate between the button and enter, and we could see that conversion happen instantly. Now let's do it the other way. Let's begin with a decimal and draw out or expand the compressed minutes and seconds and bring them out. So we're going to start with the decimal 23.43666, which was our decimalized form of the obliquity. And we already know that the 23 is 23 degrees. So we're going to take off the 23. We don't need it. We already know what it is. Now we're going to have to multiply to draw those minutes out towards the left. And since there's 60 minutes to a degree, we're going to multiply by 60, and that's 26 minutes. Now we don't need those, so we're going to take those off. We know what those are. Now we want to draw out and expand the seconds. And since there's 60 seconds to a minute, we're going to multiply by 60, and we get 11.97 or 12 seconds. So that's easy conversion. The other part of the calculator that we will use is the sine, cosine, tangent functions. And that is very easily done. If you wanted the sine of some number, for example, if you wanted the cosine of the obliquity of the ecliptic, that's something that we use, or you will use later in the lesson. You simply click cosine, and you can see in the little box, display box, it tells you that you've clicked cosine. And we can type out 23, 26, 12, and if we press enter, it tells us that the cosine of the obliquity of the ecliptic is 0.917, and so on.